You know the feeling. Sunday night rolls around, and a quiet dread settles in your chest like a heavy blanket. The alarm is set for 6:30 a.m., but your body already knows what's coming. You toss, turn, and finally drift off, only to be jolted awake by that piercing beep, feeling like you've been hit by a truck. Your eyes burn, your thoughts scatter, and the idea of dragging yourself to the office feels impossible. Coffee helps a little, but by 10 a.m., you're already counting down to Friday. This isn't laziness. It isn't poor discipline. It's your brain betraying you, and it has everything to do with the sneaky circadian rhythm sabotage that starts the moment you sleep in on Saturday. Most people blame weekend vibes or not wanting to work, but the real culprit is far more biological. Your body runs on a 24-hour internal clock called the circadian rhythm, orchestrated by a tiny cluster of cells in your hypothalamus called the suprachiasmatic nucleus, SCN. This master clock synchronizes every cell in your body, hormones, digestion, alertness, even immune function, to the natural light-dark cycle. During the week, you force it into a rigid pattern, wake at 6:30, lights out by 11. But come Friday night, the guard comes down, you stay up late binge-watching, sleep in until 10 a.m., nap in the afternoon. Each choice feels harmless. Each one is quietly dismantling your Monday. Here's exactly how the betrayal unfolds. When you sleep in on Saturday, you delay your body's light exposure by 3 to 4 hours. The SCN registers this as a time zone shift. Melatonin, the sleep hormone, stays elevated longer. Cortisol, the wake-up hormone, peaks later. By Sunday, you try to catch up by going to bed early, but your internal clock is still stuck in weekend mode. You fall asleep at 1 a.m. instead of 11 p.m., and when the alarm hits Monday, your cortisol is still flatlined. You're not just tired, you're physiologically jet-lagged without leaving your city. This isn't theory. A 2019 study in Current Biology tracked 1,000 workers over 2 weeks using wearable devices. Those who shifted sleep by more than 2 hours on weekends showed a 35% drop in Monday cognitive performance, equivalent to losing a full night's sleep. Reaction times slowed, error rates doubled, and mood plummeted. Another study from the University of Pennsylvania found that weekend sleep variability increased Monday sick day requests by 40%. Your brain isn't hating work. It's screaming for consistency it never gets. The damage goes deeper than grogginess. Chronic circadian misalignment triggers inflammation, insulin resistance, and elevated stress hormones. A longitudinal study in sleep medicine followed 5,000 professionals for 5 years and found that inconsistent weekend sleep predicted a 28% higher risk of burnout and a 19% higher risk of clinical anxiety. Monday isn't just hard, it's hazardous. But here's the breakthrough. You can hack your way out of this trap with a simple, science-backed 3-step Sunday reset. No willpower required, no cold showers, just strategic timing that realigns your clock before the week begins. Follow this protocol once, and Monday becomes your most focused, energized day. Step 1. The light anchor. At 7 a.m. Sunday, no matter how late you stayed up Saturday, open the curtains and step outside for 10 minutes. Direct sunlight suppresses melatonin within 15 seconds and jumpstarts cortisol production. A 2021 study in Journal of Biological Rhythm showed that morning light exposure within 30 minutes of waking advances the circadian phase by up to 90 minutes. This single act erases half the weekend delay. Pair it with a 20-minute walk to amplify the effect through movement-induced serotonin. Step 2. The caffeine cutoff. Finish your last caffeinated drink by 2 p.m. Sunday. Caffeine has a half-life of 5 to 6 hours, meaning a 3 p.m. latte leaves 50 milligrams circulating at 9 p.m., enough to delay sleep onset by 45 minutes. A meta-analysis in sleep reviewed 30 studies and found that caffeine consumed 6 hours before bed reduced total sleep time by over 1 hour. Replace afternoon coffee with decaf or herbal tea. Your SCN needs a clean runway for melatonin release. Step 3. The wind down ritual. At 9 p.m. Sunday, begin a 60-minute digital sunset. Dim all screens to 20% brightness or enable night mode. Blue light suppresses melatonin by up to 70%, according to research from Harvard Medical School. Instead, read a physical book, journal 3 gratitudes, or do a 5-minute body scan meditation. Set your bedroom to 65 degrees 18 degrees Celsius, the optimal sleep temperature per the National Sleep Foundation. Go to bed at your weekday time even if you're not sleepy. The goal isn't immediate sleep, it's clock calibration. Do this every Sunday, and within 2 weeks, your Monday cortisol curve sharpens. A 2022 trial in Chronobiology International tested this exact protocol on 200 office workers. After 4 weeks, participants reported a 62% reduction in Monday fatigue, a 41% increase in morning focus, and a 29% drop in afternoon slumps. Brain fog lifted. Productivity soared. The weekend no longer bled into the work week, but the reset isn't just about energy. It's about momentum. When Monday starts strong, you make better decisions, you speak up in meetings, you finish the hard task first. A study from Stanford tracked 500 employees and found that those with consistent Monday performance were 2.3 times more likely to receive promotions within a year. Your brain, on a stable rhythm, isn't just awake, it's strategic. Let's address the resistance. I need weekends to recover. You do, but recovery isn't chaos, it's controlled flexibility. Allow one late night, but anchor the next morning with light. I have kids, parties, social life. The protocol takes 90 minutes total. Prioritize it like brushing teeth. I'm a night owl. Chronotype is real, but even extreme owls shift with consistent light cues. A 2020 study in Nature Communications showed that 3 weeks of morning light advanced owl clocks by 2 hours without distress. Advanced tweaks for power users. Sync meals. Eat breakfast within 1 hour of waking Sunday to reinforce the cortisol spike. Use a sunrise alarm clock that gradually brightens 30 minutes before wake-up. Track sleep with a wearable and aim for less than 1 hour weekend variance. If travel disrupts, use a 10,000 lux light box for 15 minutes upon return. The science is clear. Monday misery isn't inevitable. It's a design flaw in your weekend. Fix the input, transform the output. Start this Sunday. Wake at 7 a.m. Step into the light, cut caffeine at 2 p.m., wind down at 9 p.m. Wake Monday not as a survivor, but as a weapon. Your brain doesn't hate work. It hates betrayal. Stop betraying it.